All right. Believe it or not, based on my physical appearance, I do work out once in a while, so I know, shocker. And I feel bad because I'm going to have to sanitize this mic because I'm pretty sure that Megan's not going to want to use this after I'm done. But today's topic, let's get right to it. Putting on the brakes, decelerating. Could you imagine if we could slow down a little bit more in the gym? Now you might be thinking to yourself, Corey, why would I want to slow down in the gym? Because I should be giving it all I got. I should be going as hardcore as I can, no breaks, and just giving it all, right? Because I want to burn those calories, I want to get sweaty, and I want to get tired. Hold the phone. That's not what I'm necessarily talking about. It is important, though, to go slow, especially when we're learning a new movement, just like as if I were to learn a new task. Could you imagine your 5-year-old, 6-year-old learning how to tie a shoe and trying to move really quickly through that? No, they move slowly. So when we're talking about deceleration and putting on the brakes in the workout, in your exercises, is learning how to decelerate. Right? So think about this. When I do a movement and I push the movement away, I pull the movement to me, I squat, I come up, those are all acceleration movements. Very important, yes. But it's what I can learn on the way down. And this has so many implications and practicality to outside the gym. Because when we go to lift something up off the ground, it's really not that hard. Watch. I tend to get in a really good position and I stand up. It's the going down part that can be pretty tricky for a lot of people. So we just kind of figure like, hey, I did it, I stood up. All right, good, I'm going to set it back down. And as we go back down, we just collapse. And that's usually where the problem, actually that's not usually, that's exactly where the problem is. Think about in athletics. How many people get injured when they start to sprint, right? When they make the initial movement. They never really get injured on that particular moment. When do they get injured? As they're running, as soon as they slow down, something happens. Their bodies are so juiced, they're so ready to just accelerate that we never learn the opposite side of that, the deceleration. So learning how to decelerate, how to slow down, not just to slow down for slowdown's sake, but how to slow down for movement's sake, for being strong. So that first exercise you witnessed me doing, think if I couldn't decelerate. Think if I popped that bag up in the air, and as I was coming down, I just let gravity have its way with me. Boom! I collapse down. Not only do I fall over and look silly, but I open up the door for injury. So learning how to decelerate. And you could apply this to any exercise that you're thinking about right now and figure out the point where we're not accelerating. How could we slow it down? And not to slow down for slow down's sake. Once again, I'm slowing down to create the tension. Think about the rubber band. I've got so many images for you guys. I hope you got your seatbelts on. All right? Think about that rubber band. As I pull that rubber band back, think about this initial lifting the bag up off the ground. So as I'm going down now, think about my hips as that rubber band. I'm getting pulled back. I'm bending my knees, loading up on the hips, tap, punch. Creating all that tension. I'm not going slow just to be slow. I'm going slow so I can create all that tension. The tension swells in my body, tap, boom, I'm right back up. Same thing for our power cleans. Punch it up, beautiful, love it. Now on the way down, a lot of people will just go, you just see what happened to me. You got yanked. So I have to learn how to decelerate so I can pop it right back up. Squats. Start your squats by going slow. Drive that floor down. All of a sudden you're going to have a better, more effective squat. When you go to bend over to pick something up in the real world, your body's already ready for it. Because of us. Because of these kettlebells and coffees. Right? Right. So, the best time to call me is text me. You guys, you're welcome.